Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Ormy. We're here carrying on to where we left off, reflect in a allowance race over 5 furlongs. And then we go for fringe benefit, a 1 and 2. Reflect, a 1 and 2. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. A short head there. We're happy with those. The 2-year-olds running decently well. Filled my potential in that one. Far off in fringe benefits case. Azani, question mark, question mark, question mark. Question mark. Big question marks. Yeah, not dealing with you. Not dealing with you this season. I'll pick up Azani next year. Oh, so many. Magical Peace, Prince Gia, Seeb, Glingamil especially. But Peace came good at 3. Glingamil came good at, I want to say 5. Still waiting on Gia. Seeb, yeah, okay. Personal Touch, okay. Maybe Personal Touch came good. Seeb, not so much. Had to go in the breeding barn. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we know 9 and 9. 9 in the field, 9 in the stables. We do have 3 running. So, okay, breeder sales. It's coming up. And that's going to be, what's the name of that horse? Oh, yeah, she's a trump. Couldn't remember the name. Could not remember the name. So Heavenly Echo is going for the 3rd leg of the Triple Crown, having finished 2nd in slightly unlucky circumstances in both. On another day, this could be for the Triple Crown. Personal Touch is 100% this season. A Magical Peace is coming off the back of the Dubai World Cup win, rebounding from a poor start to the year. So Heavenly Echo will be the favourite for Brooklyn. So my Hansel, I believe, won the Derby and came 6th in the Preakness. Whereas Tignello won the Preakness and came 6th in the Derby. So those are the 2. Yeah, you can see there. Nobody else has done quite as well as us over those 2 races. 2 and 2. Let's see. Do we have the distance for this? Do we have the distance? I don't think we do. I've got to be honest. I think we'd be maxed out at about 1.3 miles on a good day. So 1.4 miles, I don't believe we've got in our lockup. We've got Inimitable Romani up there with Tarid Elawa again as the leaders. Lemon Silk settling back with Jazz Up, Tignello, First Breeze, then My Hansel and Transvestite either side of Heavenly Echo, and Mondalita on the inside at the rear. Coming now round that first turn on to the back stretch. No real changes. Heavenly Echo now moving towards the outside of this pack. Ready to move into position as we come up to this turn. We're going to run a decently wide turn. And there we go. Everybody's now starting as they come off this turn. It looks like Lemon Silk's going to make a big run for this. Transvestite is also in the mix, going the other side of Tridalawa, who is going to fall back into 3rd. It looks like Inimitable Romani is out of this. My Hansel running well. Jazz Up running well. Mondalita coming through from the back as we come up to a furlong. We've got to swerve to avoid Lemon Silk, who fell off that cliff. My Hansel's going to take it. Tarid El-Hawa, great run, is going to hold on to 2nd place. And Tignello might have just taken 3rd off us. Please. Please don't have taken 3rd. Please don't take 3rd off me. Don't you do it. Okay. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Short-headed. Short-headed from Tignello. Short-headed from Jazz Up. Wow. Wow. So my Hansel probably is a mile 3 because it ran, it ran a bit under for the Derby. It ran a bit over for the Brooklyn. It won them both. But I couldn't get down to the Preakness. Couldn't get that mile 1. Just couldn't get that mile 1. So yeah, 2 out of 3 legs go to my Hansel. Overall, that is a score of 8. And this being golf scores, we are looking for the lowest number. So 8 for my Hansel. And then Tignello 1. And you're looking there at 11. So average of, 9 would be third and 12 would be fourth. So average of third for my Hansel and fourth for Tignello. Very impressive across all 3 races. We got second, third. Average that out, pretty much second. So disappointing that we couldn't win one of those legs. Alhawa didn't run the middle leg. Jazz Up didn't run the middle leg. Mondalita wasn't in any of them. So Transvestite, that's about 6th place on average. So just glad probably to be running. Probably 5th place was at 1619 divided by 3. So yeah, that's 6th place for Lemon Silk. And then Romani and First Breeze. So First Breeze would be down in 9th. So yeah, interesting. So in some ways, my Hansel won 2 legs, Tignello won another. Finished pretty decently in the extreme. So what happened that first race, we'll never know. My Hansel just couldn't get down to the distance, wasn't quite quick enough over a mile 1 for the Preakness. And we were unlucky in the first, and we were short-headed in the second. And we didn't run great in that third, but we also didn't start well again. So, I don't know there. I don't know. But we did a lot better than I thought we would. I've got to be honest here. I thought maybe top 3 in the Derby. Possibly another top 3 in the Preakness. So 2 seconds, slight improvements there. And like I say, on another day, we could have won them both. So very happy and impressed with those runs. And I was kind of expecting like 6th place, 7th place, maybe. To finish in 3rd, mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, not a bad set of results. I mean, Gia would be the one that's really kind of got me confused right now. And before that last run, Magical Piece, I'm really hoping that we can push back on this one. Not sure why Lord Lansing as top weight, not won a grade 1, would be favourite. Not sure. I like that. Yeah. Joy de Vivre is in this one with Greenland, West Haven, Homeboy, Essex Vale, and she's a trump who honestly hasn't run very well. So she's a trump, didn't run as well as Heavenly Echo. So we were looking at her because of Illustrious Forest. I want to see kind of, she's the star horse of that bloodline right now, maybe. The up-and-comer, the heir apparent. But yeah. Yeah, she didn't run great against Heavenly Echo. Now she's up against Magical Peace, who is the same kind of horse a year later, a year older. So I don't know about this one either. Oh, I didn't know you could save on this screen. Wow. Does that just save at the beginning of the day? It can't save mid-races. That'll be just open to abuse, where you just shut down. So, yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Because if I do it, and it messes up, then I'll be back at the start of the race without the ones we've already done today. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Magical piece. Here we go. Or is this the first race of the day? I can't remember. My brain is totally shot right now, thinking about all these different horses and what I need to do and how I'm going to put them into different races and what I'm looking for and what I need to test and who's not done well this season but might come back in from the barn, not from the barn, from the field next season. And yeah, this game does occupy my thoughts a lot. So we've got Lord Lancing at the rear with Essexville, then She's a Trump in the green, Joy de Vivre, the purple and blue on the inside rail with Weshaven there. Joy de Vivre is actually moving up alongside us. Greenland just behind Homeboy. And we're going to run a little bit of a wide turn. Not too bad though. Ourselves and Joy de Vivre are going. That's difficult for me to say for some reason. Gonna make a running of this, and we're just edging ahead inside a furlong. Here comes Joy, but we're gonna hold off. She's a Trump coming up now into third, fighting for this by half a length and improving. Magical Piece takes it from Joy de Vivre, and She's a Trump back in third. So She's a Trump is a good horse. There's nothing to say otherwise. Lord Lancing's a pretty decent horse, but it's not a great horse. She's a Trump is on the cusp of becoming a really good horse. Don't know what she's going to be like as a 4-year-old. Don't know what she's going to be like as a breeder. Don't know what the potential is now, where it could go, but I do like She's a Trump. Joy de Vivre is a very nice horse. For someone that excitable to come in, in second place in 4 different grade 1s. Almost there in 4 different races. Sasa, a horse that we really like, with 10 grade 1 wins, is, we're definitely going to be breeding from Sasa, by the way. That was hard for them to win. But the best of the rest. And then a couple of bad races, and then, back home and Westhaven. And then Sasa again, but only by 3/4 of a length, and now by Magical Piece, the former Kentucky Derby winner. And Joy de Vivre is a decent horse. Very decent horse. Interesting to see them in the breeding barn and what that would be like as a breeder. So, yeah, Sampo Star back in this one. We know them. Personal touch. Personal touch. By a length. Okay. Not amazing, but not bad either. Always near the front. Raced quite well. Personal touch. Gains a grade 2. I've got no idea. I think they were, okay. I was going to say, I think they're the only 2 left to run today. So, yeah, Rue's the only one we've got left to run. Total, everyone else has had a run inside a month. But getting up to a month is Sky Falcon at 5 furlongs unless... Nope, bar's still down there. So 5 furlongs. The King's Stand. Ooh, that's dangerous. That's stupid. That's stupid. The book in there would be really stupid. Yeah, that's stupid, that is. That's stupid. Oh, that's a game day decision. That one is. That's a game day decision. So's this. So's Yaru. At a mile 3. Game day decision. There's a couple of grade 2s. There's a couple of grade 2s. At a mile 2. Game day decision. Not bad, not bad. Didn't appear to stay. Yada yada. Probably wouldn't have won. But okay. Let's get you into that grade 2 back there. Let's put you in the Virginia Derby. See what you can do. Prince Gia. Oh, Prince Gia. What are we doing with you? That would be stupid. That would be stupid. So, let's go to it. I like doing stupid stuff sometimes. Mounting cat. Yes, okay. What am I doing with you? Like, what am I doing with you? I think you've got to run the Virginia. So I think we remove you from there. We put you in Brooklyn instead. Fringe benefits. 6 furlongs. Selling, handicap. Grade 3s. Okay. Grade 3 fillies. Let's go on you. So that's 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Reflect. 5 furlongs. Nothing. Grade 3 at Bashford Manor. Personal touch, magical piece, heavenly echo. Oh, what are we doing with you guys? 7 furlongs, right? 7 furlongs? 7 furlongs. A bunch of selling races and then a grade 2, so I guess a grade 2. Heavenly echo. The only 2 we've got are grade 1s. We've got the BC Oaks, a 3-year-old. And we're very competitive in that field. And then that leaves the Hollywood Gold Cup for Magical Peace, who now has tied Glingermill. Glingermill's got 6-1-1. 1 more grade 3. If we can win the Hollywood Gold Cup, Magical Peace takes over the lead in this save for group wins. In the other save, like I say, it was up to 9. I believe it was 9, 7, and 5 or something of that nature. But yeah, I've got to push my horses. Gotta push my horses, gotta see what is there. Breeding mares. So, grade 2. Okay, so you basically went a grade 1 and a grade 3 and a grade 2 back to back. Against kind of poor fields. Okay. Yeah, not a great field in that one, not a great field. Okay, so you're not a great racer. Now, Jamie's Lady. Oh, I like Jamie's Lady. I like Jamie's Lady. in our interest. Not a bad horse. Penny Rye didn't run well. I mean, racing versus breeding is totally different. So what I've got to say about these horses is kind of irrelevant. It's just buying them to see. And I guess we've done this for yearlings, we've done this for 2-year-olds. Let's do it for breeding. Let's do it for science. For both me and you, let's see what a full breeding class looks like. The ones I would normally go for are in our interest. I like that horse. I think it ran well at those graded races. Could have got something, didn't get something. 99 rated, you know, didn't race that much. I like that horse. Then it would be Rum, because laid back, high rating, you know, won almost a third of their races. And then Jamie's Lady. Big rating, you know, big price, ran really well, could have won a grade 1. We've had horses like that. So I think you know who we're on about there. So let's see. Okay, nice and cheap start. Anything under 100 grand is like stupidly cheap. Anything out of $1 million with 70 plus potential is a good breeding purchase. Oh, for some reason I thought that said 180. Said 120. So we bid a little bit more than we needed to there. So it's going to be a bit more pricey. But still, 1.6, that's not a bad price. So let's see. Wow, this one jumped up a bit more. I was thinking about 7.5 to 800,000, but pushes past 9. Wow, really? Again, that's like 130 grand horse. That's right on the reserve. But went for a lot more. And then Coralist. Yeah, this is going to go just past 4. Lovely stuff. Let's go take a look. We didn't get in our interest. Don't know why we didn't get that. I thought we were getting that, so that kind of sucks. The one that I was kind of interested in. So, Polar Lady. Not going to try and resell. Sometimes it takes a long time. We got Rum. Again, not worth really reselling. And there we go. Not full finish, but over 70%. Jamie's Lady, decent breeder. Happy enough with that one. Penny Rye, not great. 7 years old. Sorry, 9 years old. Might as well just cut my losses on that one. I'm not worried about money, and I don't want to have to resell. So we're actually just gonna retire these horses out and go betting at a later date. Yeah, mixed bag, a mixed bag. A lot of those were terrible. 1 or 2 were decent. And then Jamie's Lady, you know, the one that I thought was the class horse, the one that looked the class horse, finished second in a BC Sprint, grade 1. You know, had a grade 1 second place here. God damn, don't know why that popped up. Day of interruptions today. But yeah, there's lots of reasons why I thought that was a good horse compared to the rest. would have been interested in Inner Interest. Young horse, good price, good rating. You know, did okay in graded races. Sadly, that's the one we don't get to see. So, my breeding mares, Jamie's Lady, with, for the first time in our breeding program, with Eagledor. So, interesting to see how they'll all turn out. Should hopefully get more than a few good yearlings. And then we're 25th of June, so okay. Ascot. Oh, why did I go to Ascot? Why did I go to Ascot? Why do I do this? Sky Falcon. Okay, a couple of horses that names are familiar. Yeah, 2 Dubai, 2 South African, then 7 British horses, and us, the Americans. 2 other graded winners. Few of us have won at distance, couple have won on these grounds before. On the go-wings, I guess. Third? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I don't know about this. Sky Falcon I like, just low finish application. I believe it's a half bar there. Apart from that, would be the best. Oh, undulating course, right-hand turns. I'm actually going to switch the view. Now I remember that that's a thing. And so here we're all open. I mean, the good thing is it's only a 5 furlong sprint. Shouldn't be much in the way of anything. Looks like Eat Them Forever inside that final furlong is going well uphill. My Morale here in second place. Redzinger, Rock and Royal, and then Sky Falcon. So we move towards the line. The chasing trio on the inside starting to make some moves. But we only get 4th place. It's a grade 1. In Britain. And we were competitive. And it wasn't at our distance. That's a good run. That's actually a good run. I'm actually not as disappointed as I thought I was going to be there. So many reasons why we could have been. But that's not bad. Mrs. Blobby, Rosaro, Kitley Hassel, all up in there. So, the disappointing Prince Gia has a chance in Britain to reinvent himself once more. Prince of Wales Stakes over a mile 2. We're going to speed up to see how this field coalesces down once more. We'll be at the front with Yoruba and Kitley Hassel right in the lead. The Lord and Dowd's Destiny just behind us. The rest all in the rear. Rosaro not in a bad position, and Mrs. Blobby, I think they're on the inside. No, Mrs. Blobby might be this horse on the outside of Rosaro, actually. We'll come up the inside. 3 furlongs out. Got the rail on the Lord. Everybody else is back. Rosaro now making a move. Mrs. Blobby making a move as well. It's not going to be enough. We're not going to be able to get more than a third there. Kitley Hassel starting to prove themselves. But again, a 3rd place finish. Competitive for 2nd. Wrong way around the track. Abroad. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We have seen enough out of those two that even though the results weren't great, I'm fairly happy with that, I'm fairly happy with those races. So, okay, no, we need to find a good race for Gia to run that he can win. I think that's going to be a grade 2. I'd love him to win a grade 1 this season, but I don't think it's yet. And Sky Falcon, I think there's a grade 2 out there that we can win. See, Friday sales, nothing there. And then we'll see when these sales come around, and again, nothing there. So looking for group wins, looking for high sort of numbers of wins in races. Manila Madame, kind of tempting. Second, first. Comes off, 2 grade 1 winners, including Dakota Canyon. Serenade is there with Temple Place. I mean, good breeding on Ross as well. They're 2 3-year-olds. Kind of like you. You're so much like my horses. Can't be dealing with that. And excitable to boot. So Roscastle, Manila Madame, and Yaya. Decent horses here. Or at least decent prospects. We'll see how good they are. Probably overbid by quite some on that. Again, though, you got north of 25 million in the bank. No point in holding back. 300 grand for each of those two. Yaya might be a little bit more expensive. But 3 3-year-olds for about $1 million. Yeah. Yeah, less than $1 million. Okay. Less than $1 million for 3-year-olds. Laid back. We'll resell you. We'll resell you. We'll resell you. So, sadly, not much there. Okay, if you want to sell, I'll eat the $1 million and get rid of the 3 of you, because just don't want to deal with that. Sales, 2-year-olds. Oh boy, cruising by again. Storm of applause. What are you like? No. What are you like? Maybe. No. So maybe I'm listening. Maybe Holy Norma. Those would be 2 I would target in this list. Don't know if I'd go for any of the others. Hoping to get them both fairly cheap. Not quite as cheap as I was hoping for on that one. Yeah, I mean, I'm listening's got a good breeding background and good rating. Holy Norma as an unraced is laid back. It's got some nice bits and pieces in breeding as well. A couple of interesting pieces for both of these horses. But I do feel that they're very, very risky propositions. And we see that by the fact that they didn't end up being anything. But again, for the price, you're not really going to be expecting too much, or you shouldn't be expecting too much. Okay, Yaru, grade 2. Grade 2 for Yaru. I can't watch you run. I can't watch you run. Yeah. It's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Honestly. You're going to go to stud. I'm not going to be able to get you racing the way I want to. So there's not much point. I mean, if I'm honest, there's just no point. It's just forest. We do like illustrious forest. We also haven't bred with Talenti. But I know Glingamil is solid. Possible stud booking. Suleimani. Yes. Let's get that underway, especially since we just booked in Glingamil to breed with Yaru. So, pretty happy with that. So, Yaru, Empress, Lezu, and Jamie's Lady there. So, Eigildor has just finished breeding there. Got a stable virus, nothing really to worry about. Doesn't really affect the racing or breeding, I don't believe. Didn't used to. Sometimes, you know, they'd race better or worse. But insignificant for what I remember. And then let's just go do it. 300 grand. $550. Just gonna bid and put other people out of this auction. And just kind of corner the market again on these yearlings. And we'll be able to resell for decent amounts, so don't be scared about that. But the potential to get one good one in and pay less than 2 million, I mean, it can really, really help you kickstart your breeding programs, your racing programs. And there's no luck or guesswork. You know, you just need 5-6 million and you can go buy an entire sales worth of yearlings. Most of that money will come back, especially if you don't get anything. So you put, you know, you got 6 million, you'll go into the next one at 5, you'll go into the next one at 4. You'll be able to buy up most of 3 classes without an issue. And don't leave anything behind unless it's excitable. I don't deal with excitable horses. I find that, horse sweating up before a race is the worst thing in the world. Just doesn't run well. And if it doesn't run well, then what's the point? If it's going to pass the trait on to its progeny, then it can't breed. So if it can't race and it can't breed, then why is it your horse? So, apart from that, I think it's usually a good idea to pick up everything. Because you just never know. I don't know which one of these horses would be good. It looks like Gabica, the Quiroga, is a pretty decent 1-year-old. Doesn't have a full finish application bar, but it's got great speed and good potential, and that was 360 grand. So we bought horses a third of that price. We bought horses almost double that price. But that's the one who has shown up as a good horse. Someone else we paid 60,000 less for. Two of those turned out not to be good horses. So I would say to keep an eye on it and just, like I say, don't let it go. Don't skip it unless you're sure it's got something you don't like. For me, it's excitable. But just go into the auction with the intent and the desire, to completely just, buy up absolutely everything and know that you're going to be selling most of them straight back. It says 3, 6, 10, including the 2 laid back ones. There's 10. We bought 11. Gabica de Kruger. Lineage from the Lady Scores and Spider Boy, so 2 grade 1s there. And then High Tide, we know High Tide. Let's see. High Tide. Where's the horses? I think Mom, Secrecy, Pearl Grey. I think we've raced against Bernardini. Fudge, we know Fudge. The Lady Scores, that name's familiar. I don't know why. But actually has a grade 1 win. That's 3 grade 1 wins. Interesting. And Rose of Stradbally we know as well. So High Tide, we've bred with it unsuccessfully at times, but now we've got a horse that might be a pretty decent option. It's a good enough 1-year-old. It's not the worst 1-year-old we have. My bad, forgot to take all of these. Clickety click. So 300 grand back for Gazette. 500,000 for Serene Oasis. 200 grand for the Shadow. Shane is 50 grand. Mark Anthony's another 500,000. Thou will get me another 500,000. Okay. Let's get this auction done. Paying way too many money for horses that aren't gonna be good. But there's always that chance. The chance that just one of them will come up. I knew that name. We're buying horses that we've previously bought and sold because they weren't good enough. So add that to the list of things that I really shouldn't be doing, and neither should you, because I am an idiot. There we go. And that's why you don't take a break in the middle of recording, because you forget what you're doing, forgetting that you're selling horses, and you don't go and buy them back. So let's try this again. Okay, they paid less than I did for that horse. In fact, they paid less for that horse than I paid each time I bought that horse. There we go. Let's sell those yearlings. Let's get that done. Yeah, strange. And let's see. Next sales that were really interesting will be July 17th. So that'll be almost at the end of all these races anyway. So let's see. Heavenly Echo, we've got running in a Grade 1 Mile 2. So the favourite's going to be My Hansel, who won the Preakness and the Belmont, I believe. Didn't they win the short race and the long race, but didn't win the middle race? I believe that's right. Let's go take a look at the field. My Hansel, yeah. So first in the Derby. Ah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. They couldn't win the short race. Won the 2 longer ones. So, at this distance, it'll be very competitive. So we'll see what Heavenly Echo can do. But yeah, so far, in 7 races, has never finished outside the top 3. Can't really see it moving much outside that in this. Laurentine's a nice horse. My Hansel probably with us to win it. And yeah, not too much else in this field. So let's see. My Hansel down in 3rd, and Echo takes 4th ahead behind Copper Falls. So yeah, didn't see that one being too much of an issue, but perhaps we should. Perhaps we should have. So obviously, I have not engaged my brain right now. But it's still a good run. Still a good run, it's still a good season. Only 1 win on the season, which looks bad on paper. And that's a Grade 2. Couldn't win a Grade 1, but we should have won at least 2 out of those. Possibly 3. So, almost not quite where we want to be with Echo. But she's running well. She's just not quite getting over the line first. A Magical Piece after 2 wins. I think we're quietly confident once more in the abilities of the horse. So we'll see what she can do now. Let's head off to Hollywood. And there we go. The Gold Cup. And we're a little worked up. That's not good. Joy de Vivre also worked up. West Haven and Essex Vale. In this case, I would say, yeah, Rhythm Seeker looks like a really good horse. Smooch looks like a good one. Tiganello, we know, won the Preakness, so will be a threat at this as well. And Lord Lansing, probably not too much of a threat, but a pretty good horse. Let's just see what happens. Yeah. Well, slow to start. We were worked up. Didn't get much done. And that is an absolutely abysmal race. So, we weren't well outclassed. The jockey's lying. He likes to do that. He likes to do that. But yeah, okay. So again, we're rebounding back and forth between those places where we have fantastic horses which win a lot, and then horses that should win that don't even seem to be competitive at times, which I struggle to figure out, honestly. Now, whether the stable virus has anything to do with it, whether it's the races I'm booking them in, but I feel the course, like Magical Piece there, it's run that course before, it's won there before. It's won grade ones, it's won the distance, it's won against the other horses in the field. There's nothing new whatsoever. But maybe the virus plays a part. Maybe that led to it being uncomfortable before the race started. That's why we started slow. That's why we fell off. I don't know. But I need to try and figure that out, because we've had far too many cases of these good horses not getting wins when they should be getting them. And it's holding them back, it's holding us back a little bit. Now, luckily it doesn't delay the breeding program by much. So, not fussed to get too in-depth on it. But it is a little annoying. If nothing else, it is a little annoying. So we got Fringe Benefit coming off the back of that second place in Singapore, where we booked him into a race, booked her, sorry, into a race with another one of our horses, and got the 1-2 finish. Didn't mean to, but we'll take it. Can we get a good race here? No, again, last. Oh, not good. So that's back-to-back last place finishes. And all of a sudden, we're in danger of seeing a lot of good horses running really badly for a while. Maybe I shouldn't race them when the virus is there. I really don't know what it is or how it affects things. Reflect is cool and calm before this race. Looks like Dragaro and Art Scholar were sweating up a little bit. Okay, we didn't finish last, but we finished 8th, which is pretty much as good as last. Missed the breaks. We got off to a terrible start. End up 5 lengths off the pace. Didn't expect to win that one. Trip was slightly too far. Okay, so Reflect is definitely a 5 furlong horse. Okay. Yes, okay, I can see the breeding button flashing. We're fully bred up. Understood. Let's get through to the next race. Let's go to the sales. Anything that impresses me. Grade 1s on both of you, so maybe Shamrus. And that one's unrare, so it will be more expensive. Let's see how much they're going to cost and what they end up being like. Because it is always worth a little gamble to see what might turn out to be a good horse. And usually the price you end up paying, and as I say, the money you get back from them if you resell them, if they're not good, it makes it worthwhile. If those 1 or 2 gems you find, it's a pretty good deal. So let's go see. Mutual Regard is not a bad horse, but not one worth keeping. Shamrus as well. So a little disappointing there. Total of 3 million spent. Get nothing really back. We got Mountain Cat in a grade 2 feature race. Okay. I forgot about this. Yeah, not expected to win this one, but we're in decent form. We were the only horse to have won at this distance. We're one of only 2 horses to win a graded race. We're not outclassed at all. Couple of good horses in here, a couple of form horses. Could be an interesting one. Mountain Cat, 4th. Oh, 5 lengths back as well. So again, not really where we want to be, is it? Let's make sure those two sell. There we go. There we go. And then we got personal touch to end the video in style. I mean, 3 wins out of 3. This shouldn't be anything it can't do. I mean, we're not running well, but 1 at the course, 1 at this distance, 1 at this going. It's the top-rated, top-weight horse in the field. It's the Inform horse. It's the only Grade 2 winner. Half the field is nervous before the race. And the 2 that aren't, apart from our horse, I'm really not worried about their form. Surely this is a win. We end our bad streak right now. Personal touch, 4 wins out of 4. Let's go. 3rd place. Wow. Wow. When it doesn't go for you, it just doesn't go for you. How do we not win that race? This is absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing, but yeah, the last races for all our horses. 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 4th, 8th, 10th. And then 8th. So 3 horses way off the pace. Both 2-year-olds, but are also a premier horse. Finishing in 8th, that's not good. Couple of 4th places on 3-year-olds. Okay, acceptable. Pair of 3rds on 4-year-olds that haven't run great at times. Acceptable. Heavenly Echo getting another 2nd place finish. Acceptable. But, yeah, we've gone from winning all those races to starting to fall off again at the midpoint in the season. I think we'll put our 2-year-olds out to grass, pick them back up when they're 3. I think Mountain Cat goes out to grass. And I think at this point we run with these 5 till the end of the season. I think Heavenly Echo, we can get a Grade 1 win. I think we can get a Grade 2 on Falcon. Gia and Personal Touch, we just book in as many Grade 1 and 2s as possible and just see what we can get. A magical piece, we need to put that race behind us and try and get back to winning ways. But, wow. Very, very up and down over the course of this entire save, never mind just this season. But we're in there at, yeah, see, we're just falling behind that 1 in 3 strike rate for the career now. And we're below it again for the season, to where we need to win another 5 races in a row, I guess, to bring us back up. Or 4 races in a row. I'm not sure. My math isn't great right now, but still 6 million earned on the season, 20 million over the career. We've still got great horses. We've still got a lot of the season left to run. And a chance if Peace wins another one of those big races. If we look towards the end of the season, let's look in the diary. If you look at some of the races at the end of the season, there's some really big money races floating about. The Japan Cup is at 4 million. The Melbourne Cup, I don't think we've got the distance for. That's 6 million. And we've got the BC Classic. I know we can run that one at least in November. That's 5 million purse there. So a win at that kind of stage for us, maybe run at the 2 million mark and the 1.5 million if we get the distances right. I think Sieb and Personal Touch, I don't know if they're good enough, but they've got the distance, Waffle. Yeah, I think really, realistically, it's Heavenly Echo and it's Magical Peace, and it's a mile 2. So we could probably race one at a mile 1, one at a mile 2, and target 7 million in winnings in just 2 days in 2 races at Arcadia. So we can definitely make some of the money we've lost back. But at this point, we're good on money. I want to get rid of the stable virus. I want to get grade 1 wins on these horses. I think they're all capable. I want to get Sky Falcon maxed out on potential. Echo is matched out. Personal Touch is good. Gia's got a long way to go. And Peace is maxed out. So a bit of a mixed bag again. But yeah, these are way too good horses not to be winning these races. So I'll go ahead and try and figure this out. I might go past when the stable virus actually disappears. I think it holds around for a few weeks. I'll book some more races. I'll try and get us back on track as soon as possible. And we'll see where it goes. Until then, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying. As always, leave a comment saying what you want to see more of or less of. And hopefully, I'll be able to get us back in the right direction soon. I'll see you then. Until then, take care, guys.